Singapore Changi ground, American 787 Super, ready for pushback. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, taxi to runway 20 center, contact tower when ready. American 787 Super, pushback approved, expect runway 20 center. Taxiing to runway 20 center, India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40. Pushback approved, American 787 Super. Singapore Changi ground, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, ready for pushback. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, request frequency change. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Singapore Changi ground, American 787 Super, ready to taxi. Contacting Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6, India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40. American 787 Super, taxi to runway 20 center, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 20 center, American 787 Super. Singapore Changi ground, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, ready for pushback. Singapore Changi ground, Aeroflot 1200 Heavy, ready for pushback. Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, pushback approved, expect runway 20 center. Aeroflot 1200 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 20 center. Pushback approved, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar. Pushback approved, Aeroflot 1200 Heavy. Indonesia 1, taxi to parking. Singapore Changi ground, Saudia 024, ready to taxi. Saudia 024, taxi to runway 20 center, contact tower when ready. Singapore Changi ground, Aeroflot 1200 Heavy, ready to taxi. Taxiing to runway 20 center, Saudia 024. Taxiing to parking, Indonesia 1. Aeroflot 1200 Heavy, taxi to runway 20 center, contact tower when ready. Singapore Changi ground, Indonesia 1, ready to taxi. Indonesia 1, taxi to parking. Singapore Changi ground, Indonesia 1, ready to taxi. Singapore Changi ground, November 377 Kilo Juliet, ready for pushback. Singapore Changi ground, Indonesia 1, ready to taxi to runway 20 right. Indonesia 1, continue taxi. Indonesia 1, taxi to runway 20 center, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 20 center, Indonesia 1. Taxiing to runway 20 center, Aeroflot 1200 Heavy, November 377 Kilo Juliet, pushback approved, expect runway 20 center. Pushback approved, November 377 Kilo Juliet. Singapore Changi ground, Indonesia 29, ready for pushback. Indonesia 29, pushback approved, expect runway 20 center. Singapore Changi ground, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, ready to taxi. Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, taxi to runway 20 center, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 20 center, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 628 Super, ready for pushback. Singapore 628 Super, pushback approved, expect runway 20 center. Pushback approved, Singapore 628 Super. Pushback approved, Indonesia 29. Singapore Changi ground, Delta 357, ready to taxi. Singapore Changi ground, Alpha India 123, flight of 10, ready to taxi to runway 20 center. Singapore Changi ground, Alpha India 123, flight of 10, ready for pushback. Singapore Changi Tower, American 787 Super, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. All Nippon 8, contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 133.1. Contacting Kuala Lumpur Center on 133.1, all Nippon 8. Golf Hotel Alpha November Alpha Super, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Golf Hotel Alpha November Alpha Super. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, line up and wait runway 20 center. American 787 Super, hold short of runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, Alpha India 123, flight of 10, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Line up and wait runway 20 center, India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, holding short runway 20 center, American 787 Super. Singapore Changi Tower, November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo. Singapore Changi Tower, November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, ready for takeoff at runway 02 center, departing straight out. Singapore Changi Tower, Mike Kilo 73 Heavy is 14 nautical miles to the northeast at 8,800 feet, inbound for touch and go, requesting runway 20 center. November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo. November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, contact Singapore Changi ground on 121.72. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 1, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing west. Singapore Changi Tower, November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, ready for takeoff at runway 02 center, departing straight out. November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, hold short of runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, November 667 Quebec Mike is 17 nautical miles to the south at 9,900 feet, requesting transition. Indonesia 1, hold short of runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, November 4 Alpha Foxtrot 1 kilo, ready for takeoff at runway 02 center, departing straight out. Holding short runway 20 center, Indonesia 1. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40. November 667 Quebec Mike, transition approved at or above 12,000. Transition approved at 12,000, November 667 Quebec Mike. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 117 Heavy is 21 nautical miles to the southwest at 10,600 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 right. Delta 467 Heavy, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Delta 467 Heavy. Singapore Changi Tower, Mike Kilo 73 Heavy is 13 nautical miles to the northeast at 6,300 feet, inbound for touch and go, requesting runway 20 center. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Delta 467 Heavy, requesting change to runway 20 center. American 787 Super, line up and wait runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, Alpha India 123 flight of 10, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 117 Heavy is 18 nautical miles to the southwest at 9,400 feet, inbound for landing. Singapore Changi Tower, Delta 467 Heavy is 4 nautical miles to the southeast at 6,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 center. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Mike Kilo 73 3 Heavy, Alpha India 123 flight of 10, frequency change approved, good day. Holding short runway 20 center, Aeroflot 1200 Heavy, frequency change approved Alpha India 123 flight of 10, good day. Thank you, good day, Alpha India 123 flight of 10. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40. United 361, you are in an active airspace, please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Singapore Changi Tower, American 787 Super, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. American 787 Super, hold position. Singapore Changi Tower, United 361 is 5 nautical miles to the north at 800 feet, inbound for landing. Number 2, clear to land, runway 20 right, Singapore 117 Heavy. United 361, number 1, runway 20 right, clear to land. Holding position, American 787 Super. Singapore Changi Tower, Delta 467 Heavy is 7 nautical miles to the northeast at 4,800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 center. Number 1, clear to land, runway 20 right, United 361. Singapore Changi Tower, American 787 Super, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, American 787 Super. Singapore Changi Tower, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, hold short of runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, Tango Hotel Oscar Mike Sierra Oscar November Super, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Delta 467 Heavy, number 3, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Holding short runway 20 center, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar. Mike Kilo 73 Heavy, number 2, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Singapore Changi Tower, Delta 467 Heavy is 10 nautical miles to the northeast at 3,600 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 1, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Holding short runway 20 center, Tango Hotel Oscar Mike Sierra Oscar November Super. Singapore Changi Tower, Tango Hotel Oscar Mike Sierra Oscar November Super, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Indonesia 1, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. American 787 Super, you are in an active airspace, please contact Singapore Center on 133.0. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Indonesia 1. Tango Hotel Oscar Mike Sierra Oscar November Super, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Tango Hotel Oscar Mike Sierra Oscar November Super. November 377 Kilo Juliet, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, November 377 Kilo Juliet. Indonesia 1, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make left traffic. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Indonesia 1. Singapore Changi Tower, Jetstar 223, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. Jetstar 223, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Jetstar 223. Thank you, good day, Tango Hotel Oscar Mike Sierra Oscar November Super. Singapore Changi Tower, November 377 Kilo Juliet, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. November 377 Kilo Juliet, hold short of runway 20 center. Jetstar 223, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Holding short runway 20 center, November 377 Kilo Juliet. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Jetstar 223. Singapore 628 Super, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Singapore 628 Super. Delta 467 Heavy is on final runway 20 right, touch and go. Delta 467 Heavy, Roger. Delta 467 Heavy, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final, Wilco, Delta 467 Heavy. Singapore 628 Super, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Singapore 628 Super. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 22, inbound on the ILS, runway 20 right. Indonesia 22, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Indonesia 22. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 1 is 5 nautical miles to the north at 1,500 feet, inbound for landing. November 377 Kilo Juliet, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, November 377 Kilo Juliet. Indonesia 1, number 2, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Indonesia 1. Singapore Changi Tower, Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. November 377 Kilo Juliet, request frequency change. November 377 Kilo Juliet, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, November 377 Kilo Juliet. Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy. November 377 Kilo Juliet, hold position. Holding position, November 377 Kilo Juliet. Qatari 28 Super, you are in an active airspace, please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. November 377 Kilo Juliet, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, November 377 Kilo Juliet. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 203, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing west. Singapore 203, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Singapore 203. United 361, contact Tanjung Penang approach on 130.2. Singapore Changi Tower, Etihad 0006, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Contacting Tanjung Penang approach on 130.2, United 361. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy. Etihad 0006, hold short of runway 20 center. Etihad 0006, disregard last message. Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Singapore Changi Tower, Etihad 0006, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar. Indonesia 1, is on final runway 20 right, full stop. Etihad 0006, hold short of runway 20 center. Indonesia 1, Roger. Holding short runway 20 center, Etihad 0006. Indonesia 22, when able, turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, Indonesia 22. Singapore 203, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Singapore 203. Singapore 203, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Singapore 203. Singapore Changi Tower, Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Etihad 0006, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Etihad 0006. Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1. Singapore Changi Tower, Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy is 4 nautical miles to the northwest at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing. Singapore Changi Tower, Sadia 024, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing north. Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Singapore Changi Tower, Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Singapore Changi Tower, American 606, inbound on the ILS, runway 20 center. Sadia 024, hold short of runway 20 center. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy. Holding short runway 20 center, Sadia 024. Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, line up and wait runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, November 377 Kilo Juliet is 13 nautical miles to the south at 6,100 feet, inbound for landing. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1. Etihad 0006, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Etihad 0006. American 606, number 2, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 20 right, American 606. Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, hold position. Holding position, Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1. Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy, request frequency change. Singapore Changi Tower, All Nippon 654, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. November 377 Kilo Juliet, contact Singapore approach on 120.3. All Nippon 654, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, All Nippon 654. Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. All Nippon 654, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, All Nippon 654. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1. Singapore Changi Tower, India November November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee is overhead at 2,500 feet, inbound for landing. India November November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee, number 4, runway 20 right, cleared to land. India November November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee, go around, make right traffic runway 20 right. Singapore Changi Tower, Malaysian 8, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing straight out. Malaysian 8, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Malaysian 8. Going around, India November November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee, All Nippon 654, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, All Nippon 654. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 1, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing west. Indonesia 1, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Indonesia 1. November 75 Tango Bravo, line up and wait runway 20 center. line up and wait, runway 20 center, November 75, Tango Bravo. Singapore Changi Tower, November 886 Kilo Papa is 8 nautical miles to the northeast at 2,400 feet, inbound for landing. Singapore Changi Tower, Saudia 024, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing north. November 886 Kilo Papa, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, November 886 Kilo Papa. Saudia 024, hold short of runway 20 center. Singapore Changi Tower, Saudia 024, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. November 75 Tango Bravo, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Singapore Changi Tower, Saudia 024, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing north. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, November 75 Tango Bravo. Singapore Changi Tower, Qantas 586 is 7 nautical miles to the southeast at 4,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 center. November 886 Kilo Papa is on final runway 20 right. Malaysian 8, line up and wait runway 20 center. Line up and wait runway 20 center, Malaysian 8, November 886 Kilo Papa, Roger. Singapore Changi Tower, Royal Air Maroc 250, inbound on the ILS, runway 20 right. Qantas 586, number 3, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Qantas 586. Royal Air Maroc 250, number 2, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Royal Air Maroc 250. Malaysian 8, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Malaysian 8. Singapore Changi Tower, Oman Air 78 Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 20 right, departing straight out. Oman Air 78 Heavy, hold short of runway 20 right. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 1, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, remaining in the pattern. Holding short runway 20 right, Oman Air 78 Heavy, Indonesia 1, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Indonesia 1. Lima Uniform India Zulu, I'm sorry. Singapore Changi Tower, Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy is 8 nautical miles to the northeast at 1,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 20 center. Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy, number 1, runway 20 center, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 center, Zulu Romeo Zulu Heavy. Oman Air 78 Heavy, line up and wait runway 20 right. Line up and wait runway 20 right, Oman Air 78 Heavy. Indonesia 1, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Indonesia 1. Oman Air 78 Heavy, runway 20 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right, Oman Air 78 Heavy. Thank you, good day, Oman Air 78 Heavy. All Nippon 654, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved, all Nippon 654, good day. Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Alpha Bravo India Delta Juliet Alpha November 1, good day. Singapore Changi Tower, Air Canada 844, ready for takeoff at runway 20 center, departing west. Jetstar 223, frequency change approved, good day. Air Canada 844, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Air Canada 844. Singapore Changi Tower, India November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee is 8 nautical miles to the northeast at 1,000 feet, inbound for landing. Malaysian 2519 Super, request frequency change. Frequency change approved Jetstar 223, good day. Malaysian 2519 Super, hold short of runway 20 center. Holding short runway 20 center, Malaysian 2519 Super. Singapore Changi Tower, November 7, 5 Tango Bravo is 14 nautical miles to the south at 1,100 feet, inbound for landing. India November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee, number 2, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Qantas 586, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Singapore Changi Tower, November 377 Kilo Juliet is 8 nautical miles to the northeast at 2,700 feet, inbound for landing. Wilco, Qantas 586. November 377 Kilo Juliet, number 3, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 3, clear to land, runway 20 right, November 377 Kilo Juliet. India November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Air Canada 844, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Air Canada 844. Singapore Changi Tower, Malaysian 2, ready for takeoff at runway 20 right, remaining in the pattern. Singapore Changi Tower, Indonesia 1 is 6 nautical miles to the north at 1,500 feet, inbound for landing. India November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee, maintain slowest practical speed. Malaysian 2, hold short of runway 20 right. Holding short runway 20 right, Malaysian 2. Going around, India November Oscar Romeo Whiskey Alpha Yankee. Indonesia 1, number 1, runway 20 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 20 right, Indonesia 1.
일어나세요.
Kuala Lumpur Unicom, Vietnam Airlines 54 is taking off, runway 14 right, departing straight out. Going around, American 787 Super. Kuala Lumpur Tower, American 787 Super is 16 nautical miles to the southeast at 3,300 feet, inbound for landing. Jetstar 663, you are in an active airspace, please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Vietnam Airlines 54, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Vietnam Airlines 54, ready for takeoff at runway 14 right, departing straight out. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Jetstar 663, ready for takeoff at runway 14 right, departing south. Vietnam Airlines 54, runway 14 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, Vietnam Airlines 54. Kuala Lumpur Tower, American 787 Super is 15 nautical miles to the southeast at 2,800 feet, inbound for landing. American 787 Super, number 1, runway 33, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 33, American 787 Super. Jetstar 663, line up and wait runway 14 right. Line up and wait runway 14 right, Jetstar 663. Singapore 628 Super, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. American 787 Super, thank you. Jetstar 663, runway 14 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, Jetstar 663. Singapore 628 Super, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Singapore 628 Super, inbound on the ILS, runway 33. Singapore 628 Super, number 1, runway 33, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 33, Singapore 628 Super. Malaysian 1, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Golf Hotel Alpha November Alpha Super, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Malaysian 1, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Alpha Mike Echo Lima Oscar, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Golf Hotel Alpha November Alpha Super, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. India Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 40, you are in an active airspace. Please contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 118.8. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Malaysian 1 is 24 nautical miles to the southeast at 10,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 32 left. American 787 Super, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. Wilco, American 787 Super. Kuala Lumpur ground, American 787 Super, request taxi to parking. American 787 Super, continue taxi. Continue taxi, American 787 Super. India Echo Romeo 19, taxi to runway 14 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 14 right, India Echo Romeo 19.